Hey guys, welcome back for watching my next video. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, then hello to you all. Um, so in these videos I've been talking about the software, hardwares, and extra, all about computer graphics. So if you haven't seen any of my earlier videos, it's about the raster and vector graphics, the defined graphic software, and the hardware and software. But this video is mainly about the features of different graphical hardware devices. As you see in the table, it's been divided into three parts. The key users are basically what you use it for, like a laptop for mobile and computing. So it's basically the key usages that mostly takes around. So this is not all of it. It's just the average, the one that has been bought out of most. And the features, basically it actually comes out of the question, features of different graphical hardware devices. These are not all of them. There are more, like devices and storage and input. There are more, but these are the very few that I've chosen. So I'm going to be explaining this table. First, a PC, a personal computer. What are the features that a personal computer gives us? First one is a processor type. Example, single core, dual core, or quad core. So I don't think I need to explain a processor type since my previous video has explained it. But I do hope all of you know what a processor type is. And since I've already explained, um, the processor is like the brain and the motherboard. If you want to know more, please do go check out on my previous video. And the second one will be the processor speed. Example 1.6 or 2.6 GSC. So, in simpler words, processor speed is like how fast it works. Such as you open multiple tabs, how fast do they all load? Well, it does depend on your Wi-Fi, but unless you're opening ones which are not connected to the internet, then it is really important that your processor works really fast. So the next point is the amount of random access memory. So the random access memory is basically RAM, which I've explained in my previous video. Like I've said, there can never be enough of RAM in any computer. So RAM can be 4 GB or higher. So the bigger the RAM is, the better. The type of operation systems, example Windows, OS X, Linux. So how many of you had a laptop with Windows 9 and 10? So the type of operating system. So the system that is been provided by the PC. The network connectivity. So basically, some devices need to be connected by a wire to the Wi-Fi, while the others are usually just connected wirelessly. So in today's generation, I feel like wireless network is more used than the wired ones. And finally, the storage size. Storage size, example 160 GB, and the type, example solid state device. So each device have their storage space. Some have 12, some have 64, some have 160, some have 240. It can be anything, but it depends. Each computer does not come with a high amount of GB. Each computer has its capability up to its size or up to its model. So the key users are running apps such as word processor and spreadsheets. So word processor is something you should have all used, and it's basically used as it also has the speed and the RAM. So basically everything that concludes here will be as a word processor and a spreadsheet. The second system will be a server. Powerful computer with a lots of RAM and hard disks. Ooh, so a server is basically been explained. So a powerful computer is a computer that can handle a lot of wire and has a high firewall. Firewall is basically like this guard defense wall that protects your computer from hacking or anything that wants to get in and steal your information. And with lots of RAM and disk space, I actually explained it earlier, RAM can never be enough. It's basically the random access memories. So basically you have a lot of extra, and that's just it. Disk space is basically found as a small chip which stores all your information, extra storages, and keeps it there. But it is usually preferred to keep it in a USB or even a different file in a different computer, because you never know when your computer crashes. Next system will be a laptop, a portable laptop. Come on everybody, you must know what a laptop can do. So there are many things a laptop can do, but it depends. If it's an iMac, it has its own specialties, like its own system and how it looks and the windows. And if it's a Dell, it has a different one. If it's a foldable one, it's a foldable. And then there is a touch screen. They are different. Well, the main using is for mobile computing. The next system will be the tablet. So the main feature of a tablet is a touch screen. How can you expect a tablet not to be touchscreen? That's the main point of it being a tablet and not a laptop. So there's not much when it comes to a tablet except for how it looks, and it depends on the tablet. It could be a Samsung or an iTag or an iPad. It doesn't matter, because a tablet, it has different brands and each has different features, and you cannot change it. And the main uses of it is web browsing. While nowadays even schools use tablets for research and note making, since the generation is coming higher, isn't it better to use a tablet? The next one will be games console. So the feature of a game console is computer designed for gaming with high quality graphic card. This is basically for gamers. So if you're not a gamer, this is not much important. But if you are a gamer, you must know this. So it is like this design that has been inputted into this computer. It has like a high quality graphics card to contain the amount of viruses or destroy something that has been hitting the firewall, because not all games are protected. Many games have viruses with them, and this helps. The final one is programmable digital devices. So anything with a digital control, example a microwave oven, is one of the feature. So digital devices, digital control like an oven or an electric gas, something that you digitally control it with, something like Google Home or Alexis. You first set it up with a digital control, and then it automatically works with a voice command. So this is basically like controlling hardware, and that's the basic use of it. And if you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below. I would love to answer them. Thank you. Hope you watch the next video.